Seasonal depression is a foul, unrelenting gray monster of a villain to combat. It's been like gray for the past 2 weeks here in Georgia. Like, weather is muggy, so like humid and it's like hot, but also gray. The sun is like so rare to see. And I used to only think seasonal depression was like this wintertime phenomenon, and it made me suffer in the wintertime only. But unfortunately, this small patch of the spring is way too May showery. Clouds are gray, it's raining every day, and it makes it even more difficult to get out of bed and do the things that I need to do. Maybe it's like a first world problem thing, but seasonal depression is like real. It is a real detriment to my day to day. But it has helped me sort of like approach every situation, every sort of negative that I'm facing with the seasonal depression with some sort of combative like self-talk. Or maybe it's not self-talk, but I'm trying to work on framing my mind differently so that any external things are always like rewired and rerouted into like positives. So for example, the sun did come out yesterday and it was nice. It was nice for a little bit. And I just tried to be as present as humanly possible in that moment. And for a little bit of time, I forgot that it was gray. I forgot that we were in a gray spell. It's super gray today. Like I'm getting like window light from here and it's just, there's no sun. It's purely gray. It's probably nice and like soft. I don't know. I have to grade this after and then figure that out. But it's gray now, and that's just how it is, unfortunately. I'm getting a call. So sorry. By nature, I mean, by not nature, I guess, by the nature of this Yap session and the concept of Yap sessions as a whole, I will not cut that out. Dang. I don't even want to restart this because I feel like we're already in that like flow of conversation. Anyway, neither here nor there. Also, San Pellegrino lemonades, they're the best. This provides me a little bit of sunshine during the gray. So, not sponsored. I mean, I don't know why they'd sponsor this, but like they're a great drink. Anyway, seasonal depression this past 2 weeks has been pretty gray. It hasn't been fun. It hasn't felt like the summer vibes are here, you know? But it is getting sunny soon. And in the upcoming week or so, we'll be doing like a summer shoot with Tui that I'm like beyond excited for. So that's going to be fun. But back to the topic of rewiring my own brain, or at least trying to. I'm trying to get into that place where the external doesn't impact me and my life is how I experience it from the internal. So even with the gray clouds, I'm like, how much of the grayness and the way the weather feels is actually just like irrelevant to how I go through my day to day. Like I get that the vitamin D aspect of it is super real, right? It's like you want to have vitamin D and that like immediate, like vitamin D does something actually to your body. That's why the sun feels good. But I don't know if I need to feel so much more like down and depressed simply because I'm not getting that sunlight, like from a more, not objective, but more like how things feel rather than how they actually are. Because even if it's just gray outside, why does that impact so deeply how I go through my day? That, I don't know. I haven't unraveled for myself, and I really want to spend some time unraveling that. And this sort of period has helped me with that. I was driving at night, and a thought occurred to me that like when it's nighttime outside, it doesn't matter if it's been rainy. It doesn't matter if it's been gray. You can't tell if the clouds are there. It's just nighttime. And in that moment, does seasonal depression exist? I mean, it's dark outside. It would have been dark outside if the sun was there or not. So I guess Like if the sun was there throughout the week, you know what I mean? Like if the sun wasn't there earlier in the day when the sun is supposed to be there, neither here nor there. But that type of reframe started me down this path of thinking through like the way in which I approach the external has to be like rerouted. You know, it has to be like reconfigured for myself. I don't know if I like the fact that something like the weather has such a deep impact on me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like a weird thing that I'm thinking through. I don't think it's like that deep though, honestly. I will say in the winter it gets really bad because when it's cold out, you like can't even do anything. You can't go outside. You can't like enjoy yourself. You can't do much at all in the cold. So I'm grateful that it's warm outside. So at least I'm not suffering in the cold weather. So there's that. Victor Wembanyama just like won the NBA Finals, and maybe this is like an adjacent conversation, but it's also like similar in the way that like a mindset really takes you to a different place. It's like it makes you operate differently. He's very like people are like, yo, he's got that Kobe or Jordan mentality, where it really does feel like he's just uber present in what's happening and wanting to win and focus on the one thing. Like, I don't think that people like Wembanyama, Jordan, and Kobe care if it's gray outside. I think they just try to maintain like a homeostasis, you know? And that's kind of what I'm trying to get at, where it's like, why does it being gray hurt me so much? Not even hurt. Why does it make me feel so like lack of energy? I guess that's where my brain is coming to. Is like, is it science? Like, is there like a biological component to it? Or is it just in my brain? And it's like, oh, I wish there was more light. I wish it was sunnier outside. I don't know. Just an interesting place. But this is also why I can't live in places like London. Like London feels so gray. When I went to Spain once, it was like sunny and perfect everywhere. And like since then I've been like, wow, it would be nice to live in Spain. I don't think I'll live in Spain. Maybe one day. But definitely not London. It's just gray all the time. But yeah, just a tiny little yap about seasonal depression. I do think it's real. I think it has an impact. I think it exists properly. I want to do some research on whether or not it's actually like a biological factor or if it's just like all in my head. I'm sure it's a combo of both. I'm sure it's always usually a combo of both. Like I know like mindset can also only take you so far. You can't really like mind over matter everything. As much as I want to, like even when I'm sick sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, let me mind over matter this." I don't think that's how it works. I just don't think that's how it works. I mean, it might. Maybe I should like actually believe it to make it happen. This is actually another angle where we can discuss this from is like the placebo effect. Does like if the placebo effect makes something happen, does that mean that that thing works or not? Like if I were to just think away my seasonal depression, I'm like, or if I was like, if I press my like palms into my eyes and then like I remove them and that makes me feel like the seasonal depression goes away and I believe that. And then every time I do it, my seasonal depression goes away. Maybe this function isn't what's actually removing my seasonal depression. Maybe it's just my brain thinking it, believing it, and then making me not seasonally depressed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like that's, I guess some research is in order. But yeah, just quick yap session. I've been enjoying these. I like this is my 6th week in a row. 6 weeks is actually pretty cool. I mean, that's over a month. Okay, that's pretty impressive for like my sake. I'm also like I've been enjoying putting out content more, which has been nice. Like I've been nice. It's been a good time like putting together these thoughts and then spitting them out on YouTube. That's like one aspect of the content. Then also I just recently made a video on my tattoos on Instagram and that like got some good reception. So I'm like pretty happy about that. So I don't know. There is like I feel the swelling of my love for content making, content creating again. So that's a big plus. Like I guess the 6-week journey of doing this has kind of like put me into the paces of making content again. I want to keep doing it. I don't know how long I'm going to keep doing it. I really do want to do this every week. But like even today, I just had a big like amount of work and I was knocking things off and I was like getting stressed about when I would get this video done or recorded. And I don't think that's the purpose of it. I think I should create it when I want to create it and not try to schedule it out. But if it's not scheduled out, like sometimes it might just fall through and maybe I just don't do it at all. Duality of man, duality of creating. But yeah, that's the app. I will see you next week. Till then, have a great week.